Hi, I'm Sydney Zimmerman, and this is my reflection vlog over our persuasive speech. The first question is, what was the purpose of this speech? I thought the purpose of this speech was to get us more familiar with a different kind of speech that involves organization, voice, and being more passionate about a topic. The second question is, how did you feel going into this speech presentation? I felt relatively confident just because I feel like I know a lot about this topic and I'm very passionate about it, so I was pretty confident, but of course I still had some speaker's apprehension, like always. Did your speaker's anxiety increase or decrease as you began your speech? I would say my speaker's anxiety decreased as I began this speech. It was far less than my informative speech. That speech I was very nervous, but this was a little better. But of course, there was still some speaker's anxiety. But there always is with me, I feel. The next question is, was your technology adequately prepared? What could be done differently or better? Yes, I would say my technology was very adequately prepared. My camera was ready to go and everything uploaded to YouTube well. So I feel like everything was prepared. If anything were to be improved, I would just say maybe a new camera or a microphone or something like that, but overall everything worked very well. Next question is, in terms of structure and organization, what element felt natural to you and what felt odd? I would say the element that felt most natural to me was probably the introduction and conclusion, just because I'm pretty familiar with those and it's easy to capture someone's attention on such a important topic. What felt most odd to me was probably the quotes that I gave, just because I'm not as familiar with those and I don't know when I say them if they flow as well with everything. But that would be the only thing I would say that felt odd. But overall, everything was very good, I feel. Next question is, how did you consider your audience when developing your speech? How did your audience respond to your speech? In this speech, I considered my audience when I picked the type of language I was going to use. I used a more passionate language that I thought would get the audience to think like I think. And how did your audience respond to your speech? I think and I hope that they think the way I think and that they would like to act against animal testing also. But overall, I think that the audience reacted very well to it. Next question is, what did you do in your speech that worked? What didn't work? And what areas can you target for improvement? I think that my passionate language and the way I talked about animal testing worked in getting my audience to be persuaded in my direction. What didn't work? I don't think anything really didn't work. But maybe I could improve my repetition of things and maybe looking down at my note cards too much or something. That, of course, can be improved. And, of course, my speaker's anxiety could always be improved. Next is, connect your learned experiences to the class readings and concepts. I learned from my persuasive speech to practice more and to practice your speech numerous times to get ready and to have more confidence. I think that the reason why I didn't have as much speaker's anxiety this time was because I practiced quite a bit. Specifically, in chapter 18, the practice chapter, on page 157, the mirror section, it talks about practicing your speech in a mirror to get better at it, and I would say that works very well. I tried it out, and it's a lot different than just saying your speech in your head. When you look in the mirror at yourself, it's like you're actually talking to someone. So it works really well in preparing yourself for your speech. And that's my reflection vlog over our persuasive speech. Thank you.